Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So let's really talk about this. I hear so many people praising Dragonflight, saying Dragonflight's so fun, Dragonflight's so amazing, Dragonflight is the best thing since sliced bread. But let's be honest, is it really? I've been playing Dragon. So I didn't play the first week of Dragonflight. I was playing Classic, enjoying that. Wanted to kind of see what was going on, and a buddy of mine said, yeah, it's pretty good. So I thought, all right, let's give it a shot. I've been playing Dragonflight, and I'll be honest, for my play style, this expansion is not very good. Let's talk about the one saving grace that everybody talks about, dragon flying. Is that really the biggest thing that Dragonflight has for it? Is dragonflying? Dragonflying is cool. I think I think there's some cool aspects, but I'm not dragonflying most of the time. If you want to dragonflight around and like scoop down and do all that other stuff, that's cool. But for a player like myself who doesn't enjoy doing world quests because there's no reason to do world quests, why do world quests? Because we have a renown for everything that we have to level up. The gear from World Quest is not rewarding at all. PvP has been interesting, very bursty. I don't mind the PvP. I think the PvP's been fun. You know, just to mess around in some battlegrounds. I think solo shuffle is really cool. There's definitely some things that they need to fix, but I think solo shuffle does have a fun aspect to it, you know. So I think they should improve on that and continue with that. The Mythic Plus pull is probably the most frustrating thing about this expansion. I do not like the dungeons from Dragonflight, and I think the biggest thing is I'm getting sick of all the mechanics and everything you have to micromanage in these dungeons. Now, go ahead. Get good, noob. You can say that. That's fine. But the reality of it is not fun. It's not fun. When you're pulling packs and you're having to deal with a trash mob that has 3 mechanics, that is not fun to do. The affixes bug me. We just got done with Grievous Spiteful. That's not fun. That does not make the dungeon more fun. It doesn't make it more challenging. It makes it frustrating. It slows it down. It puts stress on the healers, and then healers don't want to play that week. It is what it is. Prove me wrong. Dragonflight dungeons are, I'd give a C. I'd give this whole, so people say this is the easiest KSM Keystone Masters season we've had. That could be, but it's not fun. The gearing feels very slow for a casual player. The dungeons are way too difficult. There's too much stuff going on, and even if you do all of it, it's not fun. The season for the dungeons, let's look at them real quick. I think is it Adventures Log, or do we go to let's go to Dungeons. Let's go to Mythic Plus Pool. So let's talk about Academy. Academy, the tree boss has been nerfed how many times? The dungeon overall, I think is a good concept, but it's not for me. Ruby life pools? Take a healer to that. Tell me how they enjoy that one. Azure Vaults? How many people have nerd raged on the last boss because they weren't able to get the spikes killed? Now, listen. Well, get good. You can kill the spikes. The spikes are difficult, especially on Tyrannical, when you're having to kill that boss. And that's not even including the boss that has all the orbs that you have to be dodging as you're killing all the things. It's not fun. Offensive. I don't like offensive. Don't like offensive. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like offensive. Let's talk about a few. Let's talk about the elementals that everything has to be interrupted or it's just nuking everybody down. The trash. It's not a boss. It's the trash. Court of Stars is Court of Stars. Halls of Valor. I think I like Halls of Valor. It is a little long, but I don't mind it. Shadow Moon Burial Ground. I've done it enough times where it's not a hard dungeon, but there are some aspects I feel that could be challenging with people. And Temple of the Jade Serpent. I don't have a problem with that one either. So it's funny. The ones that I really don't have a problem with are all the ones that are not from Dragonflight. Court of Stars is okay. Halls of Valor's okay. Shadow Moon's okay. And I actually do enjoy the changes they did to Jade. The trash mobs that they changed before the boss, those can be pretty difficult. But other than that, I enjoy the dungeon. So I'd give this season a C. And the frustration level that it's given players that personally I know, right? Even players that are good players that have already got KSM, if you have to pug any aspects, like if you have a team that you're always going with, I don't see a lot of these dungeons as an issue. But when you're having to pug a tank or maybe even a pug healer, it's very frustrating. If you have a bad tank, these dungeons are almost impossible. If you have a bad healer and you're going into Ruby life pools, good luck. You're not going to survive very long. It doesn't matter if it's fortified or tyrannical. When you're on that last boss, that healer check for that boss, it's very difficult. Even the second to last boss, even the first boss, it's such a big healer check, and if you have to pug a healer, it is horrible on that one. I'm not saying all pugs are bad, right? It's just the coordination that it takes to do some dungeons is fairly frustrating. And I'm not talking about 15s. I'm talking about 10s, 11s. The higher you get, the more geared players you usually find, and a lot of the players when they have a higher ranking, typically they're okay. But when you're looking at fill an 8 or a 9. You're getting, the bottom of the pool, the people who can't find the higher keys because nobody's taking them. And if you're wanting to complete it, you either sit a long time and not fill a group, or you try to scrape and get what you can. I think Dragonflight numbers are super low. It's very difficult to find to fill a key within the 7 to 12 range with decent players, because people are just not doing them. There's no reason to, right? The Valor cap is still there, so it's just I don't know. I'm voicing my frustrations right now. These are my opinions. If you've had a different opinion and you think Dragonflight's amazing and you feel groups like that, groups are easy, that's cool, man. I wish I was you. But for a majority of people that I've interacted with, this is the frustration. We're having a lot of frustration. Now, I definitely think Dragonflight is better than Shadowlands. 100%. But I think there's a lot more it can do. I'm bored with the game. I'm bored with the game and I'm frustrated with the game. I still want to play the game. That's the difference between Shadowlands. I still want to play the game. I'm just frustrated right now. Gearing, for example, has been... I felt like gearing has been very, very slow this expansion. When it came to Shadowlands, gearing seemed fairly easy. But when it's coming to this one, my Druid is not very high eye level. He's 390. Right? I'm 413 PvP eye level. Guys, PvP getting gear, perfect. I think they did perfect on that. Very easy to cap, very easy to get your gear. Great job on that. On this one, I don't like the need before greed system. I really don't. I don't know why the need before greed system is even here. Especially, I love to try to get transmog and things. I'm not very good at it. I don't got a lot. But I do enjoy going out there and doing it. There's not a reason for me to go to Raid Finder if I can't need on some stuff, right? And a lot of things, if it's an upgrade, or if it's not an upgrade, you can't need on it. It's just one of those weird things. I wish we had personal loot in a group setting like Raid Finder. I wish we had personal loot in even regular dungeons that are maybe not a guild like base. I don't know, but I think personal loot is missing from there. We wanted we wanted master loot, right? So what they did is they gave us Need Before Greed. I don't know. I don't even hear anybody talking about that really. It's something that we didn't want, and here it is. You know, I don't know. The dragons, the customization in the dragons and getting the stuff is not been very overwhelming for me. Maybe it's been fun for you to gather your dragon appearances. Like, people definitely customize and stuff. And it's cool to see some different stuff. I've seen a gladiator one, and the gladiator one looks sick. But overall for me, Dragonflight has not been it's been a C expansion. There's no way it's an A. There's no way it's a B. I believe it's an average, which, as much as I'm complaining, as much as I'm frustrated with the game, I think a C is better than Shadowlands. I think it's better than PFA. I think a C is okay. They can't fix everything right away, right? It's going to take probably another expansion. I hope things move forward in the next patch. I think it's going to take till the next expansion where we're like, hey, this is actually getting pretty good. And there's definitely people that are like really loving Dragonflight. And that's great. I hope you do. You know, if you really love it, don't let someone like me change your like thinking of the game. You know, this is just my perspective, and from the people that I've played with, their perspectives, you know, not all of them, but you know, if you're loving it, dude, I wish I would love it. You know, I wish I was having as much fun as you. I really do. I just, you know, maybe it's just the process that I'm going through right now is I'm not, I'll tell you what it is right here. This is why I'm so frustrated. What I do is I do Mythic Plus. I was pushing 20s last season. I'm a KSM or Keystone Master player. I got it 3 out of 4. The only reason I didn't get the second one is because I quit. I quit in 9.1 or whatever it was. The Korthia, I didn't even play that one. That's the only one that I didn't get KSM for. I've got it on multiple guys. I enjoy dungeons, but the pool, I'm just not having fun with it. It's frustrating. I guess, you know, I have friends that I play with, but, you know, we're not like super hardcore. We're like, hey guys, let's have some fun. Let's group together. Let's get KSM this season. You know, let's just have some fun. And we are, the gearing has been very slow going. My Druid is only 390 eye level, and I've been doing heroic raids with him, and I've just been getting very, very unlucky with loot. Vaults have been very unlucky. I've only pushed to 12 this season, so you can call me noob for that. But just some of the gear checks and things have been pretty difficult for me, unless you're getting like a few carry DPS or something like that. If you have a bad tank, GG. Other than that, man, I'm not having a fun time. And I just wanted to put a video out there because there's so many out there that are like, Dragonflight's the best, you need to come back. But I'll be the first one to say that it's a C, it's an average expansion, you know? When I get KSM, I'll be raiding Ulduar this weekend. I'm excited about that. Ulduar, we used to raid Ulduar a lot, and Ulduar was a pretty difficult jump and difficulty from Nax. So it will be you know, if it's a difficult jump, but it's not a million mechanics. You have to deal with mechanics, but it's not a million like we have to deal with right now. So I'm really looking forward to that. No hard modes. You know, we're just gonna go in 10 man and have some fun. If it's too difficult, we'll do 10 man and get the 25 man next game. I think that will be fun. But that said, I'm sorry for being so frustrated. I just did a Court of Stars, and the tank And the healer had such a hard time. With the imp boss, they kept standing in the fire. And the tank wouldn't move the boss. And the healer kept dying to the fire. And I'm like, guys, what are you doing? And it was only an 11. Alright, guys. That said, like, favorite, share, subscribe. Tell me your experiences. If you made it this far into the video, tell me your experience with the Dragonflight. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're having fun. If you're not, don't let anybody tell you that you have to like it because Dragonflying. I think Dragonflying is their feature that was supposed to be the best, and I actually dislike Dragonflying. Yeah, I said it. I'm one of those 36-year-old balding dudes that are like, dude, let me just ride my regular mount. I don't care if it goes faster. Let me just ride my regular mount. But I'm glad so many people enjoy it. I think it's a great change, and I hope they allow Dragonflying to be everywhere. You know, I think for the players who really enjoy it, I think let them use it. You know, let me use my regular mount. Let me use my regular fly mount. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I get it. Dragonflying's supposed to be super hype. All right. That's it. Guys, I'm just rambling. All right. Thank you for letting me vent to you guys. Maybe my day will be a little bit better now that I kind of blew off some steam. Who else am I going to talk to about this, you know? Am I going to go to Walmart and start talking to the cashier? Be like, do you know World of Warcraft? No. So, thank you guys for being here. All right, guys. Peace.